All right, Mark. So tell us a little bit about your film.
My film is a short called The Head in the Hand. It's set in the Azores Islands, which are it's a Portuguese archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic, where my mother happens to be from. It's a film about it's a portrait of two older women with disabilities who lived together independently for many years, and despite the challenges they faced, find joy in their independence and sisterhood. So it's a film that it's quite a sort of meditative, quiet film, and one that I think really challenges our conceptions of caregiving and happiness, I think. Yeah.
What were some of the challenges in making this film besides the financing? I know a lot of people, a lot of filmmakers always say financing first, but what are some of the other challenges besides finance?
Sure. Well, this is a very small production. I work with a friend, and we have a small production company called Lost Time Media, and basically this was the production of this was basically a one-man show. So I shot, sound, directed, everything. It's my first, one of my first works as a cinematographer, which is not my my mainstay. It's one of the, I mean, it's always challenging to do something that requires travel. It's tough to not be able to be with your subjects as much as you would like. In the context of this film, one of the protagonists actually passed away while I was making the film, so it doesn't, I think, it certainly doesn't undermine the power of their story, but it did certainly change its direction somewhat, and I think emphasized for me just the fortitude and the of having met them when I did, and having the fortuitousness, rather, of having met them when I did and having the opportunity to make this film. I feel very honored to have done so.
They just told us to hear at the panel that there's a lot of Canadian short films that are going to be shown here at Hot Docs. Can you comment a little bit about their focus on short films and Canadian short films, of course?
Absolutely. Actually, I have somewhat strong opinions about that. I'm a big advocate for short films, for short documentary, and I know this year and last year we've seen an increased focus at Hot Docs on shorts, including standalone shorts packages. So my film will actually be screening with, I think, 2 or 3 other short films, and I think that these it's a very important platform for short films. I think it's very important for emerging filmmakers to have that opportunity and that spotlight. And I also just think that the short form documentary is important in and of itself, and it's important for us to have substantial venues for them.
What would you like to do here at Hot Docs at your time here? What would you like to do? Would you like to learn more about a certain subject, or learn about certain types of filmmaking, or what would you like to do when you're here?
Yeah, I mean, well, I love Hot Docs. I've been coming since I moved to Toronto in 2011. I'm originally from Calgary, as is my partner. I think I love attending film festivals. If I could do nothing but that, I'd be very happy to do so. It's a delicate balance of trying to see as many films as possible, which is a privilege that I really cherish, and meeting fascinating and wonderful people from all around the world. I find very fulfilling to meet filmmakers from around the world, and this is an excellent venue for that. And of course, the industry programming here is excellent as well. So we're in development on another. We also do interactive documentaries, so this is a good forum for us in that respect as well. Yeah.
Tell us how it feels to have your film here at the 25th anniversary of Hot Docs, of course.
I mean, it's a real privilege and an honor to be back at Hot Docs. We premiered an interactive documentary called The World in 10 Blocks here in 2016. I think on a personal level, on a personal note for this film in particular, we have a large Portuguese community in Toronto, and in particular, a large Azorean community who are disproportionately represented. It's actually about half of the Portuguese community is from the Azores, despite the fact they're a very, very small population of the total Portuguese population. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to present the film here and to share it with members of the Portuguese community and also just the general public. It's an honor, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mark, and good luck with the film here at Hot Docs.
Thank you so much.